Comes to the stage is a senior at William & Mary and an improvist who dabbles in stand-up comedy, and he's also a co-founder of the Comedy Bootcamp. Please put your hands together for Mr. Ryan Goss.
So smooth. I'm Mr. Smooth. How y'all doing tonight? You having fun? Yeah. As Ty said, I'm one of the student volunteers for the Bootcamp program. It's been such a joy to be a part of. But I'm around college students a lot. I see a little bit of older folks, so I figured it'd be better if I tell a little bit about my grandmother. Hey, I love her. She's great. She's 92 years old, and she's in phenomenal shape. She still lives by herself. She still drives her own car. She still yells at the TV during Price is Right, so you know signs are good. When I call on the phone and I hear, "One toilet, damn it," I know she's alive. So that's good. But yeah, so she went to the casino last year by herself at 92 while having a heart attack. I'm not joking. She was at the casino while her aorta was rupturing at the slot machines. And she was fine. She made it. She survived. But I was like, "Granny, why didn't you go to the hospital?" And she was like, "I was winning. What do you want from me?" That's actually how my grandma talks. It's not. She doesn't talk like that at all. But in my head, my relatives seem so much more badass when they speak in that sort of like like smoker voice, like, "Oh my God," you know? Like, I picture my grandma calling me over and being like, Ryan, let me tell you about the 1940s. I'd be like, "Granny, who did you shiv?" Oh my gosh. But my mom was really concerned about my grandma going to the casino, not just because she was having a heart attack, which she was, but because she was worried that she was going to be granny napped, which is apparently a thing. Instead of issuing an Amber Alert, they issue a Dolores Alert. To send them to go get them. But yeah, I don't want to trivialize the trauma of those who suffer at the hands of granny napping, all 2 people international every year. But I just want someone to walk me through how the logistics of that works. You know, like if I'm a granny napper, I'm like, "All right, Helen, we're going to get you in that van. Let's go. Keep going. Yep. 3 more steps. And okay, let's go." Or like if I'm a home invader and I'm like, "Mr. Henderson, you get down those steps." He's like, "1 second. It really ruins the speedy getaway, you know? But it's actually quite easy to kidnap my grandma. Here's the strategy. You get a big van, and on the outside you paint this: "Think Obama is the devil, sign here to impeach." And she's right there. "Goddamn commie bastard ruining our nation." But yeah, I've actually been tapping into my artistic side as of late, because I found this new like hipster painter. You might have heard of him. His name is George W. Bush. Do you know him? He's a painter now. This is real. There's no punchline. That's the joke. Literally, George Bush is spending his days painting fruit bowls and corgis and sweaters. That's what he does. But you know what? I imagine that the presidency kind of ruins the zest in your marriage, you know? So I wonder if this new artsy side has really spiced things up for him and Laura. You know, like George is in his little art studio, like painting the watercolors and like fruit market. So pretty, you know? And like, you know, Laura comes into the art studio. She's like, "George, put the canvas down and paint on these melons." All right, I like it. But I don't know if George could handle that like increased mojo, so I'm sure he'd call up his buddy Barack and he'd be like, "Barack, you gotta help me out." And of course Barack would go, "Listen here, George. I'll tell you, you are preaching to the choir. It is like a damn nunnery here in the White House. I'm not getting any action. I'm really not. Listen, I'm the ruler of the free world. I go out and I do my business and I come back. I want Michelle to give me some loving, and she won't. Now I know what Bill Clinton meant when he said I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Know what I meant? That's it for me. I'm Ryan.
Comedy Bootcamp. You people get ready to laugh.